for staying with us. Karoo District Mayor Gayton McKenzie is accused of initiating a flushing toilet project without approval from the Prince Albert Municipality. Sharna Fernandez, the DA's constituency head there, joins me now to discuss some of those concerns raised. A very good afternoon to you. Thank you for your time. You say that a lot has been ignored when it comes to following the correct procurement processes regarding these toilets. Talk to us about some of your concerns.
Good afternoon, Paul, to you, to the viewers and the listeners. Yes, there's been a blatant disregard for rules, processes and procedures. And I think before we commence this interview, I need to state for the record that the district mayor has certain roles and responsibilities as compared to a B municipality mayor. And in this case, Newton Park, Lughamka falls under the Prince Albert Municipality. So up front, I need to say that Prince Albert Municipality had been engaging the district municipality, engaging the contractor, who chose to ignore all the advice and the request for them to stop with the work that they were doing, which clearly, as the pictures would show, is suboptimal. And now we are facing an environmental disaster that can have a huge impact, not only on the residents of Newton Park, but as well as the environment. Because currently sewage is seeping into the earth. It is seeping into an adjacent or nearby river. And the contractor, if I must say up front, none of the processes that are required by the municipality were adhered to. So I think that's just as an introduction to let you know that the municipality had been engaging the district since the 22nd of February. Letters were issued to the municipality, to the contractor, telling them to, stop what they were doing. And despite that, they continued with this work. And then I was alerted to the fact that children were playing near a sewage spill. And on the 8th of August, I, together with the acting mayor, went out to Newton Park, and I was horrified at what I saw. Raw sewage, and the raw sewage was as a result, and I need to state this for the record, that on the 20th of July, there was a request to empty the conservancy tanks. And the reason the tanks were full was due to the incorrect installation of the cisterns that the contractor had installed, which meant that all the flushing toilets had emptied the running water straight into the network and the tanks. So this problem didn't start on the 8th of August when I was alerted. It had already, on the 20th, there was a problem. The cisterns were incorrectly installed.
Is there any justification at all, if you'll allow me to just interrupt you there, is there any justification at all why processes weren't followed and why permission or approval was not authorized by the Prince Albert Municipality?
The Prince Albert Municipality engaged the district in good faith, and I have a complete paper trail. What I do need to say is that on the 27th of July, the operations manager went to look, and what is interesting is that the district municipality manager, Mr. Vitala, who you might have noticed, the district mayor has now suspended together with the CFO. He is actually quoted as saying that it is not his project or his business, it's the mayor's business. So what has happened here is we have a district mayor who has a limited understanding of the legislation, the Municipal Finance Management Act, the Systems Act, the Constitution, Chapter 7, which is clear, and who defied any correspondence that was sent and employed his own contractor, who is not a qualified contractor, who the municipality had in fact engaged with, and yet they persisted. So now we have residents who have toilets, but the sewage spill is now in contravention of the National Environmental Management Act, and it has far-reaching implications for the residents. The pictures which you might have seen indicates that the cement that was, after I'd been there on the 8th, I returned on the 15th to go and see what had been done. There was a shoddy attempt to cement the drains. One of the drains, the cement was cracked already and a leak was evident. And if you look at some of the pictures, whilst there might be toilets installed, all the protocols regarding the installation of any work on municipal land, in fact, no private person has permission to work on municipal land unless it's been granted to them. So the contractor, if I can just tell you, had no CIDB rating. There was no procurement process followed. The contractor ignored the municipal manager's request to stop work. The work is not up to standard. There is no quality assurance, and there is leakage of sewage into underground natural resources and the nearby river.
So in terms of the Karoo district, Mayor Gayton McKenzie, I mean, this move had been highly celebrated. I mean, he went out and spoke on social media saying that he'd replace the bucket system with flushing toilets in parts of Karoo. It was something that was meant to be admirable and, of course, just moving the people forward. Now, you speak about an environmental crisis at hand. What happens now? What are the solutions? How is this going to be resolved?
Paul, well, the first request is to the Minister of Local Government in the province, who I believe would have sent out engineers to assess the suboptimal work that has been done. The fact that a contractor was employed, I don't know if municipal funds were used or if fundraising funds were used, but there's another element. If any outside money was brought in, it is in contravention of the Municipal Finance Management Act. And this brings me to another point. If the district mayor says he has raised this money, whether it be in a political role, has he taken cognizance of the Political Party Funding Act? So to remedy the situation requires the district mayor to acknowledge that the work that they have proceeded to do was illegal and is suboptimal. I am going to personally request the Auditor General to conduct an investigation of spend of the first 100 days of the district municipality. And I also need to state for the record that the district mayor has no capacity to do an installation of toilets, to disconnect electricity. That is the role and function of a mayor in a B municipality.
Yeah.
So the mayor
I also think, just to add to what you were saying about the funds there, it's public knowledge that McKenzie did say that although no money was available to foot the bill, the money had to be raised. I think it says 2 million rand was raised by the deputy chairperson Kenny Kunene at a gala dinner. So there was, awareness that there was no money, and then this money was raised. So, yeah, just adding to perhaps clarifying where the money may have come from.
Well, I think if Paul, as you said, it was done by the party, then there is an aspect that needs to be explored, and that is the declaration in terms of the Political Party Funding Act. But at the core of all of this is the fact that the land at Newton Park belongs to Transnet, and that the municipality has been engaging Transnet. In fact, in May last year, the former mayor met with Transnet in Cape Town, and I can confirm that a letter was written to Transnet recently asking them to confirm if the property was transferred to the district municipality, and to date we have not received a response. So from a municipal perspective, there is provision in the IDP to upgrade these toilets, and it forms part of the municipality's integrated development program. But the fact that the land belongs to Transnet is key, and Transnet is now not responding to our inquiry regarding the transfer of the land, because if the land belongs to Transnet, then the district mayor is again in breach because he is not the owner of the land. And who will then take responsibility? Will it be Transnet who will then deal in terms of the National Environmental Management Act? Because surely it cannot be left to the municipality to clean up, because the municipality has correspondence on record to both the district, to the contractor, as well as to Transnet, telling them that they were not authorized to complete or to proceed with this work. My big concern, though, Paul, is that these drains are exposed. There's no danger tape. The work is suboptimal. Sheets are being used that could injure children or citizens. And the sewerage, sadly, there was an attempt to cover the sewage pond, but it was half-baked, and there is still sewage running in that area as we speak. So whilst the residents might have flushing toilets, the impact of that flush on what were old French-style cisterns were used, which is not even allowed in South Africa, was used, has caused these to be flooded, and now the municipality needs to literally clean up the mess that was initiated by a mayor in his efforts to prove in 100 days he could eradicate a system, but he has created and caused more damage to the environment and to the dignity of the people. On the day that I arrived there,
very well. Thank you so much for weighing in here and giving us a very descriptive picture of the impact of shoddy workmanship. Speaking there to Sharna Fernandez, the DA's constituency head in Prince Albert in the Central Karoo District Municipality. Thank you so much for your time.